What's up, everybody? Welcome to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Had, Robert Had, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, but we broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today, it's Tuesday. Big day ahead of us. I got so much stuff. Share the show. Uh got so much stuff to share with you today. Where am I? Oh yeah, I got to let me see. How am I do this? Did I do that? Let me check this out. What's up, everybody? Yeah, I'm just trying to find out certain things. I trying to sign on and make sure I share the show. That's why I asked y'all to share the show, but I'm doing it right now. I'm sharing it to my groups because it's an important message I want to get by today. You know, I had one yesterday and I might reiterate that today. Make sure you're available tomorrow for Women's Rock Wednesday. I got something unique that I want to share with you. I don't know what this thing doing. And then it said Blue Heaven and Old Tiny. I know he couldn't wait. But trying to see. I'm gonna make sure I got everything. Oh, I got to go to YouTube. I go over to YouTube. I'm a little discombobulated right now. You know, because when I see stuff ain't working right, it kind of get me. And you never know what's gonna happen until you hit that live button, ladies and gentlemen. You know, we everything can be all the vitals, everything can be great until you hit the live button. You never know, what's going to happen. So you just at the mercy of the people who run this stuff. Okay, I think I got everything. I think I got everything. Let me look at my notes over here. See where I want to start. What's up? What's up? Anything interesting happen out there other than the Dodgers? The Dodgers winning. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about a little bit about that because I got some stuff I want to share with you about Rod Wells, about baseball, little baseball stuff I want to share with you. But share the show. What's up, Big Coach? What's up, Daryl Anderson? Hold on, let me talk to him. Who was it? Panther Network, Dale Anderson, Rod Wells, Brandon Weefall. My guys are in the building. I just want to make sure everybody get in the building. Everybody sign, share the show. Let somebody know. Text, tag, tell somebody. Um, just going through and see if in the last moments did anybody text me anything, because some people be texting me stuff at the last minute and want me to talk about y'all on the show. I tell y'all on the show. So I have to look at that kind of stuff and make sure. Ain't wait a minute, I just saw something. Oh, wait. I just saw something. I just saw something. Hold on. Shout out to Rockets. They got their first win of the season last night against the lowly Brooklyn Nets, and didn't get a chance to go last night. Ivan Petty Jr. is in the house. Boy, you young fella, you in for a good one. You might need to text, tag, tell somebody about this one. I got some unique stuff from tomorrow. I'm gonna have a guest on tomorrow, and got a chance to watch a little college basketball last night. Watched pro basketball last night. Watched baseball game last night. The baseball game went 18 innings. Oh my God, 18 innings. And I want to share some stuff about that in just a second. But I just saw something that popped up on my screen, and then it popped off. Maybe they didn't want me to see it. Hold on, y'all. Just give me something. Let's give me a little something. Man, did y'all see anybody see Draymond Green last night? Skipping it. Something wrong with that boy. Skipping off. I guess it'll come to me later. Then Jalen Green, Jalen Brown. They was talking about. Hold up, somebody said something. Hold on. Let me see what you said over here. Let me see what you said. I want to change my rookie of the year prediction. Me too. Me too. BJX come. I didn't think he was gonna be that good. I did. I did. You can change it. You can get it. You can get it. I'm gonna stay with Ace. I'm gonna stay with Ace. I'm gonna stay with Ace right now. Yeah, who you talking about is nuts. Who you talking about is nuts. That dude is nuts. Who you talking about? Let us know who you're talking about. But um, I saw something yesterday, and maybe I should have put it on the screen for y'all. So I want y'all to have the full effect of it. Um, um, I want y'all to have the full effect of it. I saw in the game last night. I mean, I could just tell you about it. Um, let's see if he's gonna be doing all that. Yeah, he did. But I'm scared the NBA. I just don't want the NBA messing with. Yeah, but I want to show y'all this. I want to show y'all this. I want to have it for effect. I want to have it for effect. I want to have it for effect. I got to show it to you because I always like to add context to what I'm talking about. Because sometimes I tell y'all some, like people like Paul Miranda. I said something just so plain yesterday, and y'all be taking maybe y'all do me a favor when I say something, regurgitate it in your mind more than once. You know what I'm saying? Before you wait a minute, Draymond. Before you get so offended by it, cause what I do when I see something on the screen, somebody will text me and say, Robert, that's on the screen. But they give me context about what y'all have said. And Draymond I said Memphis. Put that in. Okay. And I'll play it. I'll play it in a second. Let me take some of this stuff off and I'll play it. Draymond be tripping, but he is just what Golden State needs. Okay. Okay. Can we talk? Ladies and gentlemen, can we talk? Can we talk? They talking about Jaylen Brown. You know, he put all that dye in his head and then he put it on somebody's uniform. They was talking about that. You know, there's so much stuff going on. But I saw something, ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to help me with. Now, remind tomorrow, that is Moody. I got something for you tomorrow, baby boy. Special guest, you're gonna like it. It might be coming to your town too. So I'll make sure you get hooked up. Watch this. I'm gonna let y'all watch it. Share the show. I'm gonna let y'all watch it. He
forgot the ball.
The reason I'm talking about this, and you know, Big Coach, you said something. You know, I didn't even have it queued up. I had to re-cue it up. Big Coach, Big Coach, somebody gonna have to hit Draymond Green in the mouth. And I'm talking about on the basketball court. Take that fine. See how good he can fight. He told Jaren Jackson after all of that to shut the F up right to his face. And Jaren Jackson shut up. Shut up to your face. Shut the. Ladies and gentlemen, Draymond, my young people out there, Draymond is going to continue to treat you like that because you allow it. Somebody got to hit him in the mouth. He's going to keep punking you. Guys like that, I grew up with some guys like that. You had to fight them. I was confronted with one. Y'all, I never forget in the summer. I got a sister. Don't tell her I told you. She get mad when I tell her. She always getting in the fights. She always starting stuff, but I have to end it because why? I can't let nobody beat my little sister up. Because mama gonna get me. So y'all, when I was young, I fought a lot because of her. So we at the swimming pool. Next thing you know, some dudes mess with her at the swimming pool. So everybody come get me. So guess what? Me and my little crew, we had to do a little something to the game. First of all, my brother runs. He ran the pool. So that they got put out. And when they got put out, me and my crew was waiting on them, and we did a little something. We was young. We was young. Whooped them all up. Whooped them around. So, ladies and gentlemen, wait a minute. I was in sixth. So I was going to the seventh grade. This junior high. This junior high. So, we was young. So I go to the junior high school. Guess who I see? Brad, Gary. I go to the junior high school from elementary to junior high school. I see the two dudes we whooped. And I'm by myself. Well, I wasn't. I had my trumpet. Because I played the trumpet. I had my trumpet in the case. Brand new. Mama just bought it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you. I had never been. I saw them one time. They didn't see me. I got away from them. I said, how am I going to do this? I can't call my brothers up here. I got to handle this myself. Ladies and gentlemen, they cornered me. Man, I took that trumpet out. I said, let's go. I got to swinging that trumpet around. They thought I was crazy because I was swinging that trumpet around. I had to. First of all, they bullied my sister. So guess what? We beat them up. And then they show up to school, both of them against me. I'm by myself this time. I ain't have my dudes with me. But I took that trumpet out brand new, y'all shining. But that trumpet was going to be upside somebody's head. But guess what? When I fought back, they saw that, they left me alone. They left me alone. Yeah, the same crew. They left me alone. They messed with. They just said, "Man, hey, dude, they're crazy." But I saw this. When I saw this, right? No, they was finna get me. No, they was finna get me. Darmon. They thought they had me. They had me, man. 2 against 1. And this little one, I just know he wanted something because I know I whooped him real good. But boy, I pulled that trumpet out, had the case in one hand, dropped my books, had the case in one hand, had the trumpet in one hand. I took the trumpet out the case. I was just, wah, wah. I said, somebody, they were going to be hurt. They came up on that trumpet. So, but I had to. Somebody, Draymond, I would have went that whole school year scared if I hadn't fought that day. I'm telling y'all need to share the show. It's about to get good. Guys like them, you got to fight. If you let them keep doing it, they're going to continue. Them guys would have continued to terrorize me for the whole year. Draymond is going to check your manhood every game. Jaren Jackson, I met your dad before. Don't turn and look at the ref. Sometimes you might have to throw them hands and take that fine. Then after the foul, and he went to the free throw line. What is that? The young fellow, Adama, he went to the line and missed 4 free throws, and you saw him skipping around because he don't think you about that life. So I don't advocate fighting, but something about that just didn't set well with me. I remember when he sprung on the little boy, Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole might have needed to been slapped, but you shouldn't have hit him. Jordan Poole seemed like he'd get up on your nerve. But somebody, man, have y'all heard the way Kevin Durant be talking to people? He said, like, when I was 10, I hit the bully in the head with a brick while my big brother was holding him. That boy was bleeding like a hog. I thought I killed him. He had to get like 36. I mean, sometimes, man, and I'm too old right now to be talking about fighting, but guys like that, man, y'all, you got to check them. And then, y'all, that is mood I was thinking about you. Cause I mean, I should have known you was gonna call. You should have called me about that. Chuck McGowan said, "Had I agree, but who are the enforcers in the league now? Young guys don't want to fight, lose money. Yeah. No. I'll take that fine. Much money is Jaren Jackson make? He make more money than Draymond Green. The fine ain't gonna hurt him, Chuck. No, the fine ain't gonna hurt Jaren Jackson. Go look up his contract. Ain't gonna hurt him. Hit him in the mouth. Ain't worried about no damn fine. He don't seem to be worried about no fine. How I'm gonna fight? That's how the that's how the Democrats be fighting with the Republicans. The Democrats want to be, well, who are the forces? No, Jasmine Crockett said no. Now, no. It stops now. Stephen A. Smith. No, they don't need to be sneaky and touch him up in the paint. Hit him in his damn mouth and take the fine. He publicly humiliating you. You ain't gonna stop him. Because he gonna always be the aggressor until you are the aggressor. That's how bullies work. I'm just telling you. Somebody got to hit him in his mouth. You know what? I felt so good this weekend when I went to the event. I went to the basketball U of H game and the Texas A&M game versus Arizona State. I went to the game. You know what was so unique? People telling me they only came to the game because I mentioned it on the show. We mentioned it on the show. We talked about it on the show. That tells me how important this platform is. They said, we were sitting up there just chilling. My daughter came to town, her friend, we said, let's go. But they said, it wasn't no $20 ticket. I said, I'm taking one no damn $20. Shit, with $80 by the time I paid for being my daughter's ticket. See, all them fees. They had a lot of fees to pay. I said, I don't know. But I was thinking about this. He said when Ron Artest is in the league, he got real quick rest. Yeah. But I was just thinking about that, Sonya. Somebody came, but I was so, but I've been waiting on Daddy's Moody to send me something. And Daddy's Moody ain't sending it to me because I ain't heard him. But if somebody got it, get it to me. Because this dude came on TV and said this about Stephen A. Smith. Watch this.
Yeah, down the street. By the way, this was so wild. Stephen A. Smith, the sports commentator, suggested that this was revenge from the president for all the kind of left-wing activism of the NBA. Your response to that, 15 seconds.
I'm the FBI director. I decide which arrests to conduct and which not to conduct. That may be the single dumbest thing I've ever heard out of anyone in modern history, and I live most of my time in Washington, D.C. It's right up there with Adam Schiff. We arrest people for crimes.
Have he said anything about that? talk about LeBron. He talk about Jasmine. He talk about Kamala. He talk about Michelle Obama. Have he said, Sonia Billingsley, anything about that Dad Moody? Please help me. Somebody talk to me. Somebody give it to me. Have he said anything? I'm asking for a friend. You know how y'all do. I'm asking for a friend. I'm just waiting. I know y'all a few minutes behind me. Have anybody heard him say anything? The man called you dumb. Have anybody? Share the show so I can talk to somebody. I need somebody to talk to me. Eric Boone, have you seen it? The man, Eric Boone. Let me repeat it again because y'all might have didn't get it. Watch this.
Yeah, down the street. By the way, this was so wild. Stephen A. Smith, the sports commentator, suggested that this was revenge from the president for all the kind of left-wing activism of the NBA. Your response to that, 15 seconds.
I'm the FBI director. I decide which arrests to conduct and which not to conduct. That may be the single dumbest thing I've ever heard out of anyone in modern history, and I live most of my time in Washington, D.C. It's right up there with Adam Schiff. We arrest people for crimes.
What did he say? Sonia says, yes, he responded. What did he say? He said he didn't want no smoke from the FBI. Okay, thank you. But stood by what he said. He on Chris Cuomo podcast. He don't want no smoke from the FBI. But I can talk about a sitting U.S. congressman. Somebody, wait a minute. Somebody explain that to me. Somebody explain that thing to me, man. Somebody got to talk to me. He don't want no smoke from, he stated he stands by his remarks. Oh, I stand by my remarks. Did he say anything about him? Hey, y'all. Somebody, Eric said, wow. Are y'all kind of understanding what I'm talking about? Because I'm not talking about that. Listen, I ain't trying to talk about no brother. I'm just trying to I'm just giving y'all examples of what's going on. What's up there, big fella? Big fella, did you see where Stephen A. Smith, Mr. Drone, did you see where Stephen A. Smith talked about Jasmine Crockett, Kamala Harris, LeBron James? I hate him. I can't stand him. And Cash Patel called him dumb. And he said, I don't want no smoke from the FBI director. What, you doing something wrong? Hold up. Jasmine Crockett got power too. She a senator. Bartholomew, what's going on, baby? Drones. I'm just trying. Drone, I'm just be trying to open our eyes to what's going on out here. These people that's being paid, these black faces that's in white spaces just being paid to say whatever they want to say. They said, have I heard of the... Yes, I saw the back and forth between D.L. Hughley and Marcus White, but I don't want to talk about that because I think it's stupid. Somebody just sent to me. I'm talking about a man who talking negative about black women and about black athletes, but have nothing to say about Cash Patel. I can't help it. I don't understand it. All I try to do is be an example of not to talk about black people on this show. This ain't the show for that. So you need to go to them other show. You need to go to Joe Budden and all of them people going back and forth. I can't do that. I'm not gonna do that to y'all. I ain't gonna let nobody come on here and talk about y'all. I'm always, I got to. I got a lady that's coming on tomorrow, right? Friend of mine sent me this and sent me some information on this lady, right? Just text me last night. Let me see. You sent me something, right? Hold on. She got a book. Y'all know I love when people have books. And I'm gonna get to your questions. Just keep putting your questions on, you know. But she got a book called The 12 New Things. The 12 New Things. Her name is Shonda Scott. She from Oakland. Hold on. Let me tell. Let me talk. Tomorrow, she coming on live. And y'all know why I'm always talking and promoting people with books. Because what? Every time I pass the library, I be convicted because I don't have one in there yet. And me and her had a nice little talk, and she explained, and I was telling her about she gave me just this, she gave me an idea, you know. Yeah, she gave me an idea on how to, because I'm here. She said, no. She gave me an idea how to do it. She gave me an idea how to start. Because y'all, I'm all over the place. I'm just telling y'all. I'm confused. Because I got so much information. I got a fire hose of information. And what I have to do, all this stuff. Let me see. Let me see. As of today, let me see how many I got. I got 20,555 notes that I've accumulated over the years. When I see something happening, I write a note about it. Right? So now I got to accumulate, I got to curate all of this information and put it in something. So she wrote this book called 12 New Things. She gonna have a cocktail and conversation event. Let me just read it to you. Let me read it to you. She said, move over. New Year's Eve resolutions. You know, all of y'all always have. I'm gonna do this for New Year's Eve. I'm gonna do this for New Year's Eve. I'm gonna do this. You know that. But this author, an entrepreneur, her name is Shonda Scott, has written a book called "Give Me a Year." Not no New Year's. Give me a year. 12 new things to embrace change and live your best life, which debuted at the #1 top release at Amazon and first place in the at a Book Fest Awards. The book is based on Shonda's 12 new things, lifestyle changes, where you do something new and different once a month to embrace change. So by the end of the year, you have done 12 new things. It's about having fun, she said. She said, overcoming fear and living your best life. Shonda is coming to Houston as part of the Give Me a Year book tour. She coming to Houston on November the 15th. Y'all got it? Write it down. I want to hear about it. I want y'all to be there. I want us to be there. I want us to show up. I want you to bring some friends. For cocktails and conversation. The event going to be moderated by Gina Gaston. I can't wait. So tomorrow, I will have the author, Shonda Scott, on the show, and we will have tickets to give away to the event on November the 15th. You want to be in the house. For more information, I'm gonna give it to you. Let me see. Can I put it on the screen? Can I put it on the screen? Can I put it on the screen? Hold on. Let me put it on the screen. Y'all, this kind of stuff. Y'all see. And I just talked to her. A friend of mine told her she needs to hook up with me. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. Y'all, I'm telling y'all right now, we gonna take over this. Because guess what? I want to pour into her because when I do this, when you have a book, when Mr. Drones have a book, when Sonia Billings have a book, we gonna all pour into you. Y'all got me? Okay, I'm finna put it up on, let me see, copy link, and I'm gonna put it up on both feeds. Are y'all following me? This real. I love it. Okay, YouTube, I just sent it to you. And let me send it to my Facebook people. Where my Facebook people? Facebook, where you at? Got to put it up on y'all. Got to put it up. Where my Facebook people? Hold on. Facebook, where y'all at? Okay. All right. Y'all understand? Y'all got me? Ricky, you got me? He said he went to say that this could open more investigations into the NBA. And yes, he mentioned LeBron because LeBron called 47 a bomb in the past. Something wrong with that dude, man. Everybody, what day this is? What day? Tomorrow, Shonda Scott, she gonna be on the show live tomorrow. 12, think about it. Forget the New Year's revelation. Just think every month, I want to do something. And at the end of the year, you got 12 new things that you embraced and changed in your life. Listen, hold on. I'm already thinking about next month right now. What I'm gonna do. What I'm gonna do different. What I'm gonna do. Wait a minute. Hold up. I just put the thing up on the screen. Oh, did I put sin? Don't do me like that. I put it on the screen and I didn't see it up there. Did I put it up on? Let me put it on the screen again. Yeah, I put it up there. It ain't got up there yet. All right, I just put it up there twice. Okay. That's it, right there. Right there. Okay, now it's up. But everybody got me? Everybody got me. Tomorrow, 1 o'clock, Miss Sonia. She's gonna be in Shonda Scott. Y'all, the last event she had in Oakland, because she's from Oakland. Hey, what my girl? Sonya, get all your girls on here tomorrow. Sonya, guess who was on the show with her? Hold on. I'm gonna put it on the screen. I'm gonna put it on the screen. Let me put it up. Let me put it up picture. I'm gonna put it on the screen for y'all. Hold up. This is how we do. I'm gonna put it on the screen. I'm gonna let y'all know. Let me see who y'all know who this lady she on here. Watch this. She on here with. Let me see who can pick. Y'all can see it at the bottom, but I'm gonna see who know this lady right here. She on here with. Let me put it on the screen. It's gonna be big too. What about? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Right. She already be. She was October the 10th. She was in Oakland. Blew it away. It's called Give Me a Year. Everybody, men, women, boys, and girls can understand. Give me a year. Shonda Scott in conversations with Maya Harris. Anybody know who Maya Harris is? Anybody know who Maya Harris is? I know y'all a little behind me. Anybody can tell me who Maya Harris is? Oakland, California. Maya Harris. Can anybody? That is Moody. But I know King Sticks. What's up, King Sticks? Anybody know? King Sticks, she gonna be on here tomorrow. Shonda is the one on your looking at the screen to your left. Anybody know who? Google Maya Harris for me. Y'all Google it and come back to me. I'm gonna let y'all do some work today. Y'all Google Maya Harris and come back to old Rob. Because y'all killing me. Y'all killing me. Y'all killing me. Y'all killing me. Who is she? What else other than being an attorney? What else is she? That is Moody. Keep Googling. Keep Googling. It's more. It's more. Look at her siblings. Look under siblings. Look under husband. Yeah, I love y'all. I love y'all. I love you. I love this group. Hey, you know what? You know, I'm trying to figure out too. Hold on. Let me go here first, and I'm sorry. I apologize. Yeah. Let me see what y'all Googling. Let me see. Let me see what y'all Googling. Let me see what y'all Googling. Y'all must have no. Let me see. Google. I'm gonna see what y'all Googling. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Sister to somebody special. You already know. Keep going. I like that. Come on, y'all. See, y'all ain't right. Y'all just like American lawyer. And y'all better look at siblings. That's Kamala Harris' sister, man. And her husband in a cold piece of work, Tony West. That man said Pamela Harris. No, Kamala Harris. Come on, Chop Shop. Come on, y'all. Well, let me give y'all some y'all might be familiar with. Y'all, I saw some last night. I fell asleep and woke back up, and the baseball game was still on. Thank you, Mr. Bartholomew. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Bartholomew. Yeah, see, I want y'all to understand. That same woman is going to be on the show tomorrow, and she's going to be here November the 15th. So you live in Austin, you can bring your butt down here. November the 15th, I won't, hold up, just me personally. She ain't even said this to me. I want the Chop Shop to take over. Hold up. That is Moody. You're going to be in town for the season opener. Stay one more day. You can be here for that. How about that? Change your flight. I don't know what time you was leaving. You changed the flight. You can be here. See that? See? The day after the season opener, y'all gonna go watch y'all some high school basketball. Now the next day, I want y'all going to get a book that help change your life. Wow, I just realized that. This young lady will be on the show tomorrow. She can't wait. Shonda Scott. Gina Gaskin gonna do the moderating. She's down here to promote her book. Look, hold up, y'all. All I'm telling you, Chop Shop, don't play around. Tony West, a bad man. Homeboy, don't play around. I told y'all I got something for you. We're gonna have all of this kind of stuff coming up through the years. And guess what? These kind of people like this respect this platform. Them people right there respect this platform. They call me because of y'all. Do y'all hear me? Y'all big time. Chuck McGowan, big time. Ray Moore, big time. Everybody, Thaddeus Moody, Mr. Bartholomew, Paul Miranda, all y'all big time. Ricky Scott, Sonia Billingsley. The way I talk about y'all to people around the country, y'all are big time. Because I said, if it wasn't for y'all, let me see who said. If it wasn't Panther Network was on, Darrell Anderson always there in the beginning. Rod Wells always there in the beginning. Big Coach, Brandon Weefall. Y'all are big time. To me, Ivan Petty Jr., probably the youngest person on here. Y'all big time. Darrell Barnes, traveling all over the country. Big time. Extra Eyes Media. Big time. Brad Kimball, New York. Big time. Odyssey Williams. Big time. Thaddeus Moody, Chicago's finest. Big time. Thaddeus Moody probably done brought so many more people on this show than one of the top people that bring people to this show. Big time. Y'all big time too. Trey Phillips, big time. Yo, we got some bad ass dudes and bad women on this show, on this feed. You feel me? So we should, nothing, one of my sayings is nothing but the best for the best. There's a lot of people call me trying to be on this show, all that old foolishness. Listen, you know what I tell them? Go with that. That's better suited. Cause we trying to do something. But tomorrow, 1 o'clock, Trey Phillip have all them. Not just, hey, this ain't just for women. It's just a woman. She wrote the book. This ain't just for women. This one, name of the book is Give Me a Year. 12 new things to embrace, change, and live your best life. Everybody on this feed got something that they want to change and they need to change. Do y'all know how important change is? Before I even go, y'all just thought about something. I wrote something about change one time. I wrote something. And I'm just going down, just talking about change. Because I know how hard it is to change. So I wrote something, and I'm just trying to find it. What I say? Wow. It's in here. I was just thinking about it. I didn't think about it, y'all. All day. I just didn't even think about it. And I would have had it already up for you. But I wrote something about change and how important it's hard for people to change. I never forget what Tupac said, I might not change the world, but I bet I will spark the brain that will. So sparking the brain that changes is extremely important. Robert Adler, I might not change the world, but I want to spark the brain that does. Our responsibility is to ignite the minds that will shape the world. Did we know that? And we can't be talking, we can't be just giving them foolishness all the time, y'all. He said, I may not change the world, but I bet I will spark the brain that will. That's powerful. Like, some people ain't gonna go on TV. They're not going to explain all these things in public spaces like I'm doing right now. But they are writing books that inform those that do. I go read these people's books so I can talk to y'all. Because everybody is not a public intellectual. Everybody's not. This lady listen, I have never met her. I read up on her. A friend of mine, one of my best friends in the world said, Robert, you two need to get together. And they don't put me with nobody because they know how demanding I am. Chop Shop. Boom, boom, boom. Do me a favor. Let's make sure on November the 15th that we gonna take up so many seats that people can't get in. We're gonna have some ticket giveaways and everything tomorrow. But listen to me. Let's listen. Let's go and let's be intentional. You got me? Because one of us gonna write a book. One of us gonna do that. You know I'm writing one. we gonna want people to be intentional. You follow me? Y'all, I just wanted to sit there and let that sit for a second. Y'all know what? All we have to do, just the people on this feed, is decide to do something at the same time, and it would change everything. Can I repeat that again for the people in the back? To the people who ain't shared the show since they've been on the show, to the people who haven't texted a tag and told a friend they need to be watching this. All we have to do is decide to do something at the same time, and it will change everything. I'm talking about something life changing. This man talking about flag wasn't ready for the thunder last night. Chuck McGowan, we're going to have a call to do something one day, and I'm going to give that message. And some people like King Sticks going to miss the message because he worried about what Cooper Flag wasn't ready. The great John Henry Clark used to say, if black people decided to stomp at the same time all over the world, the whole entire world would shake. Yo, when we decide tomorrow what's going to happen, guess what? That's what's going to happen. Change, man. We got to change things. And when I say Tim Reed gave me this gem, he said, see, you never change things by fighting the existent reality. To change something, you must build a new model that make the existing model obsolete. Dude, we can do anything we want to on this show. We got people all the way in Oakland think enough of y'all. Robert, I want to be on your show. "18 innings, y'all, in 7 hours last night. I fell asleep and woke back up and the game was still on. I got a question. Well, my baseball people. Where does Freddie Freeman walk-off home run in Game 3 last night of the World Series ranks in an all-time fall classic hits? Well, my baseball people. Well, Mindy. Sonia, please get Mindy on here. Sonia, please let Mindy know that I'm talking. This just for her. That man said, Brian Kelly was what? Brian Kelly. People before us had the same idea, conversation, and took actions. Absolutely. When we all moved at the same time. November the 15th, I don't want to hear about no vacation, all that. We're all moving at the same time. That is Moody. Change your flight. Watch this. Y'all was thinking about baseball last night. I was watching this game. I fell asleep, woke up, and watched. Watch this, Sonya. Sonya, you can relay it to him. Sonya, I fell asleep. I woke up. The game was still on. And Freddie Freeman had a walk-off home run last night to win the game. How does it rank in all-time fall classic hits? How does it rank? Fob, did you like baseball? Anybody? Where is Rod Wells? You should be talking right now. Rod Wells? You love baseball. Y'all, there has been some incredible hits in the past. He said, Rod Wells, you say you ranked it in the top 10. Rod Wells. You remember Bill Mazeroski? Walk off the entire World Series in 1960. Joe Carter, the walk-off home run in 1933. Excuse me, 1993. Sorry, not 33, 1993. Dave Free sending the 2012 World Series to the 7th game. But this right here, with Freddie Freeman's Grand Slam game last year, and ladies and gentlemen, that's why I just don't give these facts. Context matters. Context matters. Right? And in the context of this game last night, the fact that it was the longest game in World Series history, it tied for the longest game with one that happened on October the 26th, 2018, which Max Muncy, still a carrot dodger, had a walk-off. Regardless of where it ranks in history, I think it should be said. I think it should be said. Freddie Freeman. Watch this. Give context. Freddie Freeman came into this game with one RBI in the whole postseason. He had not been hitting good this postseason. He ain't been hitting. You saw some of the at-bats he had. He was just giving, he gave away early. I know you saw it. But he understands October is his time. October is where heroes are made. Rod Wells just put Mr. October, Reggie Jackson. October is where history is made. There are a lot of heroes in Game 3. They played 18 innings. And F1 is usually a fighter jet, not a World Series box score. In the box score, final 18, final 10 innings, final 18 innings, F1. Excuse me, F18. F18 is usually a fighter jet, not a World Series box score. How do you put in perspective what Ohtani is doing? Y'all, this is crazy. He said, as soon as I cut my TV on, was at bat at home. Man, this was crazy. See, this the part, y'all have to listen to this. This is why I don't like baseball sometimes, because it takes too long for the star to do something. You can watch a whole game and the star might not do nothing. But that don't stop him from being a star. You can't put in perspective what Ohtani was doing. We try, but this is a combination of Barry Bonds and Bob Gibson. I know you ain't never heard them two put together as one player. This is a guy who, when the moment is important, you know he's going to step up. There has been some times this postseason coming into this game, you take away his home runs. I think he had about 6 of them coming to the game. If you took those away, yo, Ohtani was 5 of 43 and 19 strikeouts this postseason. He was terrible. So he had some down times. What he know is you have to limit. What we do know is you got to limit your mind of what Shohei Ohtani can do. He's going to laugh at you when you say what he can't do and just go out and do it. And the idea that before this game, nobody in Major League Baseball postseason history has ever been on base more than 6 times. And then Ohtani gets on base 7 times. And then he gets on base 8 times. And then he gets on base 9 times. And now, 12 hours later, he has to get back to the ballpark and get ready to pitch and start and go out there and try to give the Dodgers a bigger lead, an advantage of a bigger 2-1 lead than they already have. It speaks to how special of a player he is. What we are witnessing right now, guys, and y'all know I don't like to say this, it's the greatest player in baseball history at his apex. Y'all, his 7 at-bats at Dodger Stadium, I'm just giving home run, double, home run, double, home run, home run, home run. Y'all, that was special. That was special. Let me see what y'all are talking about. Let me see what y'all are talking about. Wait till you hear the rest. Now, what did he say? The man said Brian Kelly got leaked with one of the gymnasts at LSU. And it wasn't having it. Oh, okay. Okay. Michael Garcia, man, I'm sitting here. That kind of got me. Kind of got me. And hey, I got a question. What do y'all think about this? Did I think about this? They saying Shams. You know how y'all who break the news, the Shams do, right? They say they trying to expose him of being owned by LeBron and Clutch Media. After United Talent Agency merged, watch this, United Clutch Sports. In case y'all didn't know, I tried to tell y'all years ago, y'all running around here talking about Clutch Sports, Clutch Sports. Clutch Sports ain't Clutch Sports no more. They just use the name. United Talent Agency bought them out a long time ago, and they liquidated that thing. And I'm imagine what his name, Rich Paul had to break LeBron off his money because that's how the business got started. But a player couldn't own a agency, so Rich Paul was the owner. But now United Talent Agency own Clutch Sports. So they might have black agents at there, but they ain't black owned. Okay? Y'all got me? You got me? So when they said it, they got black agents there, but they're not black owned. They sold out to United Talent Agency. They merged with Clutch Sports, whose sham happens to be represented by United Talent Agency. So it's so coincidental. The other day, Michael Jordan was talking to Mike Tirico and said that he said, when the last time you shot basketball? He said, it's been a while, man. But the other day I was at a Ryder Cup and some people who I was renting their house, they asked me to shoot a basket in the thing. He said, "Man, I was nervous as hell. If y'all saw it, I think I got it. Let me see if I got it. Let me see, MJ. Let's see. Watch this. Here we go.
Do you ever pick up a ball and just shoot?
I haven't picked up a ball in years.
No, come on. Just like walk past. There's got to be a hoop somewhere at your place.
You don't see a hoop anywhere around here, right?
I don't. Like,
It's a
seriously,
reason. It's
the
a
last
reason.
time you
It's a
picked up a
reason.
basketball and shot it.
I was at the Ryder Cup,
Yeah,
and I rented a house from the owner.
sure.
He came over to do pictures. He had grandkids. And I was meet and greet and thank him for allowing me to stay in the house. And he had a basketball court. He says, "I want you to shoot one free throw." I said, "Really?" And I already paid for the house. It's not like they got to see me. So when I stepped up to shoot the free throw, it's the most nervous I've been in years.
Stop it.
In years.
Stop it. Come on.
And reason being is those kids heard the stories from the parents about what I did 30 years ago.
Right.
So their expectation is 30 years prior, and I haven't touched the basketball.
I hope you swished it.
Absolutely.
Now, when he came on and said that, Shams take his ass on what's that boy name? That McAfee show. And tell me Jordan was lying about it. Y'all follow me? He came. Hold on, let me see. Can I find it? I think I had it. He came on there. Where that? Here we go. Watch this. Watch this.
About the season on NBC. Ladies and gentlemen, Shams Charania.
Hey, Shams.
We feel so stupid. We last night while we were sitting there watching Michael Jordan at his house, it looked beautiful, by the way. I assume he's got a lot of those different rooms, and we saw his house in Illinois that was for sale, still for sale, everything like that. Beautiful place. He's earned it all. Congratulations to him. He's built a lot of different businesses for other people. I think Chicago Bulls, the NBA would say this, the Jordan brand would obviously say this, Space Jam potentially. I mean, you start naming things. This guy is obviously an earner. I think for everybody that he's ever really worked for, Gatorade, everything. So I appreciate how nice of a setup it is for him. And why did I, in my brain, when I heard this, think that Michael Jordan was going to be doing anything other than sitting in his house having a podcast? And on that note, how does the NBA, Adam Silver, and people you talk to around the league feel about all these OGs getting an opportunity to cover the game with the new rights deals?
Well, I think one, your heart would have been broken if you had reached out to me yesterday. I would have told you Michael Jordan is not going to be.
Hashtag Shams do.
Yeah.
Hashtag Shams do.
Tuned in as excitedly. So I'm happy you didn't. And I'd rather you.
I'm tired of him, but I don't feel like going to the. But he said that Michael was lying about the last time he picked up a ball. That dude's on Clutch Sports. Anything against Michael Jordan. And y'all might not think it. Y'all don't understand. Y'all just don't understand, man. This LeBron stuff is real, man. They don't want it. Y'all, he wants everything to be about him. I'm just telling you, I ain't trying to down him, but Shams, you make me look at you upside your, yeah, but I understand that's the company. That's all y'all work for. I mean, y'all agency. So I guess y'all stick together. But I just didn't like it. I'm trying to get to it. See, can I find it? Because I want y'all to hear it.
About the season.
I'm happy you didn't. Mentality, the aura that is MJ, and he was trash talking Michael Jordan. So that was 3 years ago. So we do know that. We do know. I don't know how long ago this was, but at least 3 years ago, Brandon Miller and Michael Jordan. I think Brandon Miller. The story goes he saw Michael Jordan airball a free throw. So. Shout out Brandon Miller.
No, I don't want to hear that. Listen, that's not what I want to hear.
That's a lie.
Shut up, Shams. You don't need to say everything that comes into that brain, okay? You can go ahead and filter something.
I'm just refreshing memory. So I don't know how long ago this was. Was this after the Brandon Miller encore? Was it?
Yeah, several years after.
we gotta do some. Now, how could it be several years? Several years is like this year.
right.
It was like
6
a
years,
month ago.
Sean.
Yeah, but he says in the interview, like, I haven't picked up a basketball in years. The last time I picked it up was insert story.
No,
Yeah,
I think
what year was that? We got to figure out the years.
He said he hadn't picked up a basketball.
We ain't got to figure out nothing, Shams. Shut your little ass up. Oh, man, these folks be killing me, man. Y'all, in NBA news, the Indiana Pacers, y'all got to hear this now. To all you parents think your son going to the NBA and all that good stuff. The Indiana Pacers are signing guard Matt. The Indiana Pacers was in the finals, signing guard Matt McClung to a multi-year contract. The deal marks the first standard NBA contract for McClung, the white guy who in the dunk contest. Yo, they cut James Wiseman, a 7'2", to hire this dude. James Wiseman got to be terrible right now. He just got. What is wrong? And I know that kid is bothering. He got cut for Matt McClung. He's on a non-guaranteed deal too, but he got cut. Dude, you talking about it's crazy. They're both in their own right, and people can have whatever opinion they want. Bron has a record of the points, but dude, you trying to talk rationally. If you around LeBron James and you not talking about how he the king and you talking about Michael Jordan, he gonna get you away around it. Michael don't care. Michael will say, look, yeah, come on, you can come up under my brand. Come on, LeBron. Y'all, is something wrong in LA? Something wrong with this sciatica thing? Didn't I tell y'all earlier? I said something ain't right. Didn't I tell y'all back then? Somebody on this show said, we're going to wait and see. Something ain't right. Didn't I tell y'all this is the first year ever that LeBron James has ever played on a 1-year deal, an expiring contract? Never. He always had an option the next year. It's the first time at all of his negotiations in his 20-some years. It's the first time he's lamed up. And I know he's old, but he like money too much. But there's something is going on, something in the air out here that I just don't understand. Because I think about, could somebody explain to me why our guy, Kendrick Perkins, would do this? Listen, I ain't gonna play it because I don't want to play the content, but listen.
At one point, but then when Ja started getting in trouble with some of his stuff off the court and shit like that, I had to speak on it. Me and Ja don't really fuck with me no more on that shit, but to be honest, in that type of situation, I don't fuck with Ja. And you know why I don't fuck? I fuck with his daddy, but I don't fuck with Ja. You know why I don't fuck with Ja? Because it's like, bro, the reason I'm so mad at you is because ESPN packed up for a week. And when y'all had the city rocking. ESPN ain't never packed up and went down there, spent millions of dollars to go do an all access on y'all in Memphis. They did that for Ja.
I ain't do that for
Bro,
us.
I was the one that was praising Ja. I was the one that said, hey, man, I came out and said, hey, look, we could redo that draft. Ja should have went number 1 and not Zion. All of a
50
sudden,
back
All of a sudden,
Sure.
Disney
Big
bosses,
bitty fat.
Disney bosses hearing me out. We go do an all access, bro. We down in Memphis, shining light on you. ESPN don't never do that shit.
For sure.
We're knowing you the next chosen one. And you fuck up, guess what? Not only do that make you look bad, that make me look bad. Cause they recognize you because of me speaking highly of you. It ain't no coincidence that you went from having 3 games on ESPN national television that you had 52.
Hold on, Perk. I'm gonna say you are definitely one of the spokesmen of putting Memphis on. For sure. But that guy is must see TV.
I didn't say
the
I
best shoe in the game right now.
I didn't
My
say- I
kids
didn't
got
say-
all of them.
shout out my boy Ja,
But
I didn't
man.
say-
Shout out Big Ja Morant.
I'm saying I was cool with Ja.
I like how them guys came back and said, whoa, 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 whoa. Perk, thank you for putting Memphis on the map, but you can't talk about this cat like this. Why are we doing this? Chuck McGowan, Mr. Bartholomew, David, Trey. Trey, I don't know what they got you up there as, Trey. I don't know you got your name, just Trey 21. Fob, what's going on? Why we got to get on? I hate LeBron. I don't F with Ja. Why? Why? Somebody got to explain to me. Talk me out of the ledge. I talk to y'all all the time. Y'all got to talk to me why these guys are constantly doing this to each other. Why? Somebody got to explain that to me. Listen, I just asked you what, help me. Cause Ja came on here, professional pushback. Oh, you talking about you like the guys pushing back on him. And they should have. Ja, them guys came out. Let me see, what did they say? They said, hold on now. He said, Perk is our guy, but we sure rocking with the young fella Ja. Shout out to him for putting for Memphis. Respect for all of he's done for the city. All love. This what the guys on the Own the Mud podcast put out. They didn't like that. See, we got to quit letting people come on our show like that. Like, who was that? Let Stephen A. Smith come on. Like Melo let Stephen A. Smith come on in and talk about LeBron like that. What is wrong with us, y'all? That's why I don't let y'all talk crazy about nobody on here. I ain't looking for clicks. Josh said, you the reason for my notoriety? The man said he the reason for, tell me, I told the executives, come on, man. Shock said, you showing them why I don't F with y'all, kind. I don't mess with you, kind. This why guys don't like people that come in the media. There's no reason. Y'all come out clicks. Y'all, clicks. Tell my girl is on here. Mindy, you missed it. I talked, Mindy, what you do, you got to go back later. You go back and push that thing back. And I want you to hear what I said about Otani in baseball. I know it ain't got nothing to do with your Astros. You might not like it, but I gave a little baseball history, and you would have been proud of me because you remember you told me, how do you know nothing about no baseball? But guess what? You the reason I study baseball now. Okay, so I told Sonya to call you, but tomorrow, Mindy, I got this lady named Shonda Scott coming on the show, right? She bad. This her right there. This her right there. Right, this her. See, Mindy, she said, I know you was up watching the 18. I did, Mindy. I did. I was watching it. I couldn't believe it. Mindy, I fell asleep and woke back up. The game was still on. But this lady, Shonda Scott, gonna be on the show tomorrow at 1 o'clock. She gonna have she called it cocktails and conversations. They're gonna have food and cocktails too at whatever place they at. It's going to be a place for a book signing. The name of the book is called 12 New Things. It's going to be in Houston. I'm going to get y'all the information where it's going to actually be on November the 15th. So block out your date, November 15th. I want us to be intentional about going to be there. Whether she's going to come on the show tomorrow, she's going to talk about the 12 in the book So Cold, Mindy. 12. I mean, I can't wait to read it. I just been reading a little inserts of it. But let me give you a little bit about the book. Let me give you a little bit about it. Let me repeat it again. She's on the show tomorrow. She said, move over New Year's resolution. The author, this entrepreneur, Shonda Scott, has written a book called Give Me a Year. 12 new things to embrace, change, and live your best life. So every month you embrace, you get some 12, give you a year, 12 new things. You're going to have 12. It's a top Amazon top release. It won first place at a book festival awards. The book is based on Shonda's 12 new things, lifestyle challenges, where you do something new and different once a month to embrace change. So the end of the year, you done 12 things that's about the having fun, overcoming fear, and living your best life. She coming to Houston as part of her Give Me a Year book tour, November 15th, for cocktails and conversations. And the event moderator gonna be Gina Gaston. So tell a friend, shout it out. This November the 15th, block that date out. Y'all got to be at this event. I want the Chop Shop to be intentional because they saw this show. Somebody out there said, y'all need to be on this show. That's Maya Harris did the one on October October the 10th. Maya Harris, that's Kamala Harris' sister. She moderated the one out in Oakland. So Gina Gasson gonna moderate the one. Y'all, this is an event that y'all got to be at. I want the Chop Shop to take over the whole event. I want the Chop. Everybody else come, they can come to town. Everybody else, they got to wait outside. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but I want the Chop Shop to be intentional. I told y'all last time, I never forget, last time when I was in LA, I met a group of guys, about 40-some guys, who was playing golf every day, about 3 or 4 times a day. I mean, I had the greatest time with these guys. And one day they said, man, somebody was listening to the show. So I wasn't there. I didn't come. I was hurt. You know, I hurt my ankle out there. So I wasn't playing. They said one day they heard me say something on the show about being intentional. So all of them intentionally came to the food truck in LA and they bought it out. It wasn't a wing left. Because when we all move at one time, ladies and gentlemen, gosh, when we all move at one time, how powerful we can, but we got to move. Not you go this time, you go this time, you go this time, you go this time. No, all of us move at the same time. And what makes stuff. That's what moves stuff. Let me see if anybody says something. Put a mic in these cats' face and they just say anything and try to be relevant. You're right. He said, look at Shay Shay came up. Look at how did he come up? Because that white girl got 23 million of his money. Did he come up? Okay. What's your use in coming up and then you're going to give it away? But keep coming. You know, I was watching them 18. I know you was, Mindy. They were intentional. Mindy, yo, I said something a minute ago, Mindy, and I was just talking about it, you know, because I be thinking about, every time I think about stuff, just thinking about her book, and just listening. And it was just talking about, and I thought about what Tupac said, Mindy. He said, I might not change the world, but I bet I will spark the brain that will. So sparking the brain that changes is very important. It's our responsibility to ignite the minds and shape a better world. It's our responsibility. I was just thinking about Kamala. She changed the way I handle politics. I ain't never did that much for a politician before. Change. That's what that book's about. You get stuff every month that you do different. Told y'all. Mindy. John Henry Clark. He said, if black people decide to stomp at the same time all over the world, the whole entire world would shake. It's that many of us around the world. We just thinking about here. All we have to do is decide to do something at the same time, and it will change everything. So all of us, let's decide November the 15th. Everybody should have it in their calendar. We clearing that calendar. We got to go to this book signing. We got to go to this book. We're going to have cocktails and conversations about something that can help change your life. Let's be intentional about it. Okay? All right, let me get back. So we was talking about these guys, Mindy, getting on social media and talking about they don't mess with each other. I don't mess with him, but I mess with his dad. Let me tell y'all something. Let me help y'all out right now. If you don't mess with my son, you don't mess with me. If you don't mess with Cameron, Mindy ain't gonna mess with you. I told my son a long time ago, all your friends might not be mine, but all your enemies are. All your friends might not be my friends, but all your enemies are my enemies. This man said, I mess with his dude. I mess with his dad. When I think about this young man, Ja, he said he never wanted to be the face of the league. He said, there are a lot that comes with that. He said, I play basketball. This is Ja Morant. I play basketball for the love of the game, not to be the face of the NBA. Obviously, I hear that a lot. I don't put no pressure on me. I just go out there and just play my game. We pretty much just going out there and doing that and had me in all these conversations. Obviously, people have their own opinions, but I really don't care too much about it. This is what Ja said. But for Kendrick Perkins to try to get credit for the work this boy was good enough for you to come down. Ain't nothing you can tell. Listen, hold up. Ain't nothing you could have told ESPN if Ja wasn't that good. Ain't nothing you could have told them to come down there. They didn't come down there because you told them. They came down there because Ja was Ja. I laid it out to y'all how important Ja was to Nike. I showed you what he did. I told y'all about what they did in Utah. They had an igloo because it's cold out there. They had an igloo in Ja World and issuing shoes out through the igloo. USA Basketball had already dubbed him as the next one. And then he got into trouble. Yo. We got to stop making ourselves the main character in other people's life and expect for them to honor it. You ain't the main character in this dude's life. When I ain't stopped, I did want to talk about this boy VJ Edgecomb. This dude, I I didn't know he had 26, 4, 7, 26, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 block. Something about this generation, he and Anthony Edwards said the same thing about being the face. No, it's they don't seek it. See, you're missing it. They don't seek it. They take it, but they don't seek it. Some people seek to be something, and that's why they are not that. These guys just don't seek it, Trey. You got to listen to them. He said he just played basketball. When he came out of Murray State, he didn't know he was gonna be in the NBA. He just got good, and y'all want to dub him as a face because he can't say he gonna be a face. We have to make him a face. You know what? I had this whole thing about being the face of the NBA. I had this whole other thing I was doing on how it worked. That's a whole campaign. Go into this stuff, man. It ain't just you. I want to be the face. No, there's some things had to happen, Trey. All that guy said was, all he said was, I don't seek it out. If y'all want to, it's on y'all to make me the face anyway. It ain't for me. I'm just balling. I know, I'm just balling. And I wrote an article about it, man. I got so much stuff about being the face of the NBA. Let me see. I was talking about Zion Williamson. He was headed that way. I like that, Trey. I like that you brought it up because you're making me go get my stuff. Talking about the face of the league. Michael Jordan wasn't trying to be the face of the league. Magic them wasn't trying to be the face. They just was balling. What they were saying? What Anthony Edwards said? He wait a minute. Yeah, he didn't strive. Why do you want to be the face of the league when all the people that cover your game talk about you on a day-to-day basis? And they SHIT on everybody. Why would you want to be the face of a league when all of the people that cover the sport on a daily basis bleep on you, everybody? It's a unique situation. Where am I at, man? I'm gonna find that stuff and talk about it tomorrow. I'm gonna talk about it tomorrow. But let me finish. Where was I at? You know something? What time is it? Y'all know something? I'm tired of watching hardworking people beg for basics while billionaires keep cashing in. Being able to put food on the table shouldn't never be a luxury. You can't shout America first and constantly put Americans last. And let me tell you something to my black brothers out there who voted for that dude. And I don't want somebody to get a master's to understand what I'm about to say right now. I'm going to try to put it to you where the ghost can get it. I just want y'all to always have some information. And the question I'm going to ask y'all at the end of my soliloquy is going to be very simple, but it's going to be uncomfortable. Okay? I saw this. Watch this. Still trying to find this thing. So Gretchen Whitmer, the Democratic governor of Michigan, that's the woman who some guys tried to kidnap her. And they saying because she don't like Trump. It's a governor. They put 50 of them on the whole planet. And some guys came and tried to kidnap her. Watch this. She the governor of Michigan. She just passed a bill that fully funds Medicaid in her state. So the people of Michigan almost lost their health care coverage to Donald Trump's Medicaid cuts in that big, beautiful bill. He said, big, beautiful bill. They got this close. But Gretchen Whitmer stepped up and said, not on my watch, Wendy. Not in my state. I will protect it. But listen to this. See, this the what? See, y'all, this stuff be on my mind. All I'm asking y'all for do, y'all help me. Because this, I need y'all to talk me off a ledge. But if I remember, Donald Trump won Michigan in 2024. He carried the state. The people in Michigan voted in the guy who just tried to take a sledgehammer to their health care coverage and got saved from the consequences of their vote by the Democratic governor, by Democratic politics. So here is the uncomfortable question, Bartholomew. How many times and how much longer are we going to keep saving people from the consequences of their vote? How much longer do we expect people to wreak havoc in presidential elections and then hide behind the refuge of Democratic politics? The Republicans, President George Bush, gets elected and get handed an economy from Bill Clinton that was booming. The GDP percentage was up. Just created 2 million jobs. The unemployment rate was a 33-year low. And Americans say, yeah, thanks, Democrats. But we'll take it from here. And hand it to George Bush. He leaves a recession. Y'all just help me. Y'all just help me. Now y'all can comment on any time. He leaves a recession. Obama was handed an economy that was losing 700,000 jobs a month. He fixed it up, makes 16 million jobs, cuts unemployment from 8% to 4.8%. And guess what America said? Thanks for pulling us out of that recession, Obama. Thanks for pulling us out of that recession, Democrats. We got it from here and hand it back to the Republic. hands Donald Trump an economy that was the largest economic expansion in the history of America for 128 straight months. Trump leave it in a recession again. Ladies and gentlemen, actually 10 out of the 11 recessions we've all had was under Republican presidents. What y'all like recessions? How long do we expect Democratic politics to clean up your mess? Democratic politics killed cigarettes uses indoors. You remember when you being in all that smoke? Democratic politics did that. Republicans fought tooth and nail against it. Democratic politics created Social Security. They didn't want to give you nothing. Medicaid, Medicare. Democratic politics created 40-hour-day weeks and minimum wage. I told you, Adam Clayton Powell. The VA, the Civil Rights Act, the Voting Rights Act. Democratic politics gave you that. Republican politics were in opposition of every one of those things that I just told you. And we so lucky. Aren't we so lucky that they happen to lose? But how much longer does America continue to get saved from the Republican politics that they are voting for? By the Democratic politics that they keep voting away. I'm serious, y'all. I'm sorry. I had to bring that. Listen, I had to bring that up. Because they've been bothering the hell out of me. It's been bothering the hell out of me. It's been bothering me. And we listen, and we go and listen to Fox News, and we listen to Twitter, and then we just, they ain't saying none of that, what I just said. Before I get out of here, I want to talk about, how many minutes I got? I want to talk about the freshmen in college basketball. This excited, man. You know what I'm excited to be? See, I am excited to watch the Raging Cajuns. I'm excited. Mike Collins is going to play for them. I am most excited this year to see him. Saw him as a little boy, and now he's a freshman in college, away from home, fighting that fight of college basketball. Unique situation. Just thinking about it. I know y'all have y'all freshmen. I asked y'all who y'all were most excited to see. I'm excited to see how he handles being a college player. I was closer to him than most of these high school players. And I saw him, from a little boy, man, and just watched him grow. And it just makes me proud to sit up there and think about this little boy said he was going to go to college. He said he was going to go to D1. And he did it. I mean, with so much confidence at 9 years old. That's what made me meet him and his little friend. I'll never forget it. I never forget asking him the question. I said, man, what y'all doing over here? Y'all playing? He said, no, we playing in another tournament. He's a little 9-year-old boy. We just come over here and see the big guys. We want to come see Krzyzewski and Calipari. We want to see all the coaches. 9 years old. Manifesting, saying, I want to be there. Follow me? But these freshmen in college basketball, you're at next level. Tell me when you see tell me when you've seen this many high-end quality freshmen. Talking about freshmen, high-end. The top three, we got AJ DeBasser, Darren Peterson, Cameron Boozer as a good of a top three freshman that I've seen in a while in college basketball. These three guys all have all would have been number one picks in 90% of the drafts. Cam Boozer was amazing against UFC. He had like 33 and 14. It's a freshman with a few assists, and he was unbelievable against Tennessee, where he played against UFC first. Then he was unbelievable against Tennessee. He had a 20-20 game with a bunch of assists, no turnovers at all. A freshman. He was so polished, y'all. And he's not going to be 19 until after the NBA draft next year. And this kid, Darren Peterson, oh my, I told y'all about him the other day. I told y'all about him about a month ago. He in practice hit 10 threes in a row. When a dude hit 10s in a row and working out and practicing under duress, I know he gonna hit 6. I know he gonna hit 5 in the game. I know he gonna have multiple games like that. And it already happened. But Darren Peterson had 24 points in the first half versus Louisville. He killed my boy Michael Brown. You remember I'm bragging about Michael Brown. Hey, status movie. He tore a new one in Michael. And I didn't know they would have some history on the circuit. Michael Brown, daddy talking crazy back and forth, and him and Peterson going back and forth. I didn't know. Somebody sent me some information about that. But AJ DeBasser is one of the best wing scoring prospects. Then there's freshman Darius Akoff, who played against Memphis last night. This dude named Malik Thomas. Memphis was dominating the game in the beginning, but in the second half of the game, Arkansas dominated. Memphis got in foul trouble. They had 5 guys with 5 fouls, fouling too much, and Jasmine, this dude named Jasper Johnson for Kentucky. This dude named Sean Abave from Cincinnati. You got to watch him. Caleb Wilson. Watch him in North Carolina State. I just told you Michael Brown, but he got his head tore off. And Nate Ament, people just trying to push him on me. Nate Ament, you better be good, because it seemed like these people got a little agenda out here trying to. When people got to push you too much, that means something ain't right. They got this freshman trio at Arizona, and you got the Houston freshman trio that I got a chance to see the other night, and I was thoroughly impressed. I love Kingston. Sanak got to grow on me. Hartwell, I really like him too. But Sanak just got the Sanak. You come with that. They talking about you too much, babe. So that's why I'd rather them not to talk about you, so I won't have there was many expectations. That's why I tell people, don't tell me who good. Just let me come. Just say, come watch this game, Adam. And then I'm gonna tell you who I thought was good. I ain't finna say it just cause you. Now people get mad at me. Cause I'm not finna say, and I'm not finna let you tell me that a dude not good and I just saw that he's good. Well, he can't do this, he can't do that. Well, that's what. I know what he can do. I know what he can do. What else I have? And what time I got? I got 47 minutes. Y'all know what? Something bothered me the other day. Y'all know stuff be bothering me. Y'all know stuff be bothering me. Y'all know stuff be bothering me. But don't forget tomorrow. Don't forget. Sean Scott tomorrow. I'm just interested in hearing what she got to say. I'm really. But I saw something, y'all. Saw something. One of my favorite. I'm gonna tell y'all. I got movies. I might not talk about him that much, but Eddie Murphy was really. I like it. I like his work. Not his lifestyle. I like his work. But I remember, when Boomerang was released, and I love that movie. It faced backlash watch this, for portraying a predominantly black cast in positions of power and wealth, with some of the critics calling it a reverse world and unrealistic. And y'all surprised about the Project 2025? Did y'all hear what I just said? The backlash against the 1992 movie Boomerang was not due to the storyline, but because critics viewed a predominantly black cast in positions of wealth and success as unrealistic. This is 92. He called it fantasy, that it didn't reflect the times. A reaction that highlighted the double standards compared to other films with all black casts. It's different. They didn't say it about Boys in the Hood because they was boys in the hood. They didn't care about that. Long as you ain't trying to be the boss or nothing, long as you killing each other up in these neighborhoods, long as you on training day, and Denzel Washington did all of this great work on all of these other movies, Malcolm and all these other movies, and guess what? They wouldn't. Then they give him one for playing a drug dealing cop, Academy Award. And y'all, it was so crazy. Jay Leno asked about it. Wait a minute. Wait a Murphy. Watch this.
I'm reading this this is from the LA Times. This reviewer says, the most intriguing aspect of Boomerang turns out not its story, but its racial composition. It says, this takes pains to create a reverse world from which white people are invisible. Now,
oh yeah, this cat in the LA Times was tripping because there were no, there were white people in the movie, but there were no white leads in it. And you take a picture like Boys in the Hood. No one tripped about that because it was, a movie that dealt with like a violent thing, but regular thing, and it was business. Or where are the white people? Who's running that office? That kind of. And I saw. I mean, so when you get that type of criticism, you can't really trip on it. Or if someone's reviewing a movie and they're tripping on me, personally, I don't even.
Well, it's a cultural bias. It's the type of thing where people say they're not used to seeing black artists in these roles, so it seems odd to them. But I would say,
well, you better get used to it, because I ain't going no place. I ain't going no place.
I saw Batman. I didn't see any black people in Batman.
No, they had penguins and cat women. They could have had a brother with a limp or something,
I got something here, boy. I'm reading this this is from the LA Times. This reviewer says, the most intriguing aspect of Boomerang turns out not its story, but its racial composition. It says, this takes pains to create
I had to take that off because Facebook didn't want me to put that up there. They didn't want that up there. Yeah. On some levels, it shut off. I'm glad y'all still here. That's why I did it at the end. But I wanted y'all to see it. They didn't want me to show that. So they didn't want me to show that. So they popped something on the screen saying you can't go. Oh, I can't stand Facebook. That's when you know you're doing something right. They said it's a reverse world because you're depicting black executives in a powerful, luxurious setting. I know. I knew I was. Y'all notice I went to the end. I waited to the end. Yo, the backlash stems from disbelief that black individuals like us all you smart ass people on this feed, black individuals could hold an executive role and lead major companies, and that such success could be presented as norm. Are y'all hearing me? Are y'all hearing me? That's why I don't care if y'all be on Facebook or not. I don't care. I like YouTube anyway. Because YouTubers just said, Robert, that was somebody else's stuff blotted out. Just think about it. They can't see us as success. That when y'all don't get them jobs, it ain't because they ain't trying to make you to see. They just don't see you as the CEO. When they don't see the black coaches as running they program. They just don't see it. They don't see you as the general manager or the owner. They see you as the help. There was an infamous review of this film that summed up the ignorance in many critics. These the people who be talking about a black man can't be a quarterback. He's not intelligent enough. Lamar Jackson, you got to be a running back. Ignorance. The movie was called science fiction. The movie was called a science fiction film. They called it because those writers didn't know about any successful black companies. I'm talking about Eddie Murphy being black. When Boomerang came out, the critics, the white critics came on there and just shut the movie down because they saying it's a fantasy world. Black people ain't like that. Think about it. They didn't know about Johnson Products. They didn't know about Johnson Publishing Company. They didn't know about Burrell Advertising. They didn't know about Unworld Advertising or any black law firms. They were just ignorant. And I want my next generation to know. Which they tried to pass off as wit. It was also frustrating to Eddie Murphy because he was stretching out, expanding the range of his movies. But instead of applauding him for doing something different, they sneered. Some people loved the film. I did. From Lena Horne to Ice Cube, there were people who watched it with their families every Thanksgiving. But there was this crazy generation gap between the white people who ran Hollywood at the time the film was made and the white people who grew up in hip hop who are players in Hollywood today. There's a much higher percentage of white executives who at least have a basic knowledge of black pop culture today. Thank goodness. But why you can't sweat the controversy of the moment? Toni Morrison, and I'm gonna end with this one. I got 2 more minutes. But over time, the true value of the movie was revealed, which is why it's so nice Boomerang have generations of fans. But the legacy and the cult status of Boomerang, Eddie Murphy said, I love Boomerang. I love that it had legs to stand on. I love that it still works, and I'm proud of that film, Eddie Murphy said. But Toni Morrison said it best. I'll end here if don't nobody else have questions. She said, the very serious function of racism is distraction. To keep you in the impossible position of perpetually proving your worth to people who've never had any worth. Boomerang's success was that it had nothing to prove to anyone. That's powerful. Man, I know. Y'all, I know I know. Y'all, sometimes, if I tell y'all, to be a conscious person in this world right now, you're always in a rage, but I ain't in a rage. I wanted to share that with y'all because I thought that was interesting. I can't wait till tomorrow. Don't forget tomorrow. Got a special guest. We got to show up. We got to show out. We got to show up tomorrow. We got to show out. Women Rock Wednesday. We're having Miss Shonda Scott. It's gonna be in the building, in the Chop Shop. Move over New Year's resolutions. This she got this book called Give Me a Year. So Chuck McGowan, Eric Harris, I know you went on earlier. Our guest tomorrow. Give Me a Year. This book. It's called 12 New Things to Embrace Change and Live Your Best Life. Give you a year. You know how people say, I got a New Year's resolution, then they don't have. No, you want to get, watch this. The book is based on Shonda's 12 new things, lifestyle changes, right? Lifestyle challenges where you do something new and different once a month to embrace change. So by the end of the year, so if we start in November, by the end of next November, you have 12 new things. It's about having fun, overcoming fears, stuff you got fears about, living your best life. Do something you ain't never did. Do something you're scared to do. Do something. Shonda is coming to Houston as a part of the Give Me a Year book tour on November the 15th. Eric, November the 15th. For a cocktails and conversation event. Moderator, she's gonna be Gina Gaston, ABC news anchor, Gina Gaston, Mario Ellie's wife. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm gonna give you the tour. You can go. I put it up on the thing. The new tour book is called the 12newthings.com book tour, and I put we own everybody on YouTube. I put it on YouTube earlier. Let me see. Yeah, I got it. I'm gonna put it back up here because hey y'all, this the kind of stuff, man. I'm excited. I'm kind of really excited. 12. I never thought about it like that. 12 things. I'm gonna do it every month. 12 things. I'm finna put it on YouTube right now. I ain't worried about no damn Facebook. That's they get. I told them. So that's what we're doing tomorrow, okay? I'll see y'all later. Gotta have a sound check with her so she can be all right. Yeah, I put it up on the screen. Let me put it up. Let me put it up there today. Put it up there. Put it up there. Yes. So even y'all are just on your cell phones. Let me put it up there so it can be a little bit bigger for you up there, for you people on your cell phones. Tomorrow, Shonda Scott is in the building. She's in the building tomorrow. Make sure, text, tag, tell. November the 15th. We got to be intentional, Eric, about being there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've concluded the show for today. And I'm out of here. See y'all later.